All right, welcome back, guys. It's your boy Slates, and today I'm going to show you how you can get this full pro feature set from Quantower, a $70 a month value, all for free, guys. Now, if you have traded with Quantower before, if you use this platform, you know that all the features, the real features that we really need in order to enhance our trading, like the footprint and the DOM, you have to pay for all of those additional features. And today, guys, I'm going to show you how you can actually get those features for free. All you have to do is just get signed up with Fast Track Trading, and I'll provide you with a link in the description for them as well as a detailed tutorial on how to get set up.
And to get that started and show you how to do that, let's start from here. The first thing you need to make sure is you have both downloaded, your RTrader Pro and your Nitro. First, we're going to log into RTrader Pro. If this is your first time logging into RTrader, please know that when you log in, there will be some documents you will have to sign. This is not my first time, so I will not receive that pop-up when I sign in. So you want to make sure that your login looks exactly as what you see here. Make sure you have your user ID, your passwords, your Rhythmic paper trading as the system for now, and your gateway as Chicago if you are in the United States. If you're in other areas, in Europe or Asia, you will pick something different that's more closer to you. Now, make sure that your market data is on, your orders are on, and most importantly, allow plugins is on. From there, hit remember me, so remember your login information and you don't have to put in your password every single time, and then just log in. So once you log into RTrader Pro, as I mentioned, if it is your first time, you will have some documents to sign. If it's not, just once it's in here, go ahead and minimize it and then open Nitro. When you click into Nitro the first time, it will take a moment because it is new to your computer and catching up and make sure it's in the newest version that we need to be able to populate the information and run the best way possible. Once you do log in, you'll see that right here, there is a little lock on workspaces. You're going to click on it and you're going to unlock it. Once you unlock it, you'll be able to actually make changes on what you see in front of you. Now for this example, I will X everything out and start from scratch to show you how to build everything from a chart, how you're able to actually get your favorites up here, how to find the dome or the dome surface that you want to use, and everything in between. So the first thing is, once you're in here, you want to click on the top connection, shows Fast Track Trading. And from here, you're going to want to put your username and your password. Your Rhythmic password that you were using to log into Rhythmic will be the same password here. Make sure you pick Rhythmic paper trading. And like I mentioned, if you're in the US or domestically, Chicago area, but do not connect. Before you connect, go to connection settings. Inside of the connection settings, make sure you have a couple of these actually checked off. Make sure enabled market data is checked off, enabled historical data, use RTrader needs to be checked off, and enable market by order needs to be checked off. Now the bottom one here, displaying non-active accounts, you can uncheck. Once this is done, press connect and it'll start connecting to Rhythmic through Nitro. Once you see the connection here, it will show you and it will load the symbols and it will show connection under here. In the meantime, you can go into general settings and take a look and make the changes at the beginning of what you might want to see or might want to have. There's a lot of options here. In the control center, the view itself is everything that's up here. So if you don't want to have the favorite panels, you can just take it off. If you don't want the ticker tape, same thing. Same thing with each individual one that you see here. Now, for a lot of people, the pop-ups are not something that they're interested in. All you would have to do is go here to the little messenger icon and you are able to hit the bell here, put it into snooze, so you will no longer receive any pop-ups. Next, down here you have the sounds. You can decide if you want any type of sounds for what would happen in the platform itself, or to be able to turn everything off, or just some or the other. Depends on what you want. It's very customizable to your needs and your wants. Next here is the confirmation of warnings. Me personally, I turn them all off because if I do something, I wanted to just do it without confirming with me. I already knew what I wanted to do, but it gives you an extra layer of protection if you make a mistake about getting into a trade or closing a trade out. It does give you that if you would like, but for me personally, I turn everything down. It's just easier. The time zones you can pick, or it will automatically do it for you off your computer. So it depends on what you want. Messengers, you can put it together with your Telegram to receive there. If you're doing alerts for yourself or whatever it might be, it gives you that option. And then for the copy trading, normally the trading protection comes on, which is something that does cause a little lag when you are actually copy trading more than 5 accounts. And also remember, the copy trader is in beta. It is not perfect. There will still be issues. But by having this disabled from the start, it does help. It makes it a lot easier and knocks down a lot of the lag that normally would happen. Once you go through these, please go back to general, scroll down, and make sure that you check use beta version. That way it'll keep you updated to the news version every single time. From here, you have the options that you see. You have the workspace. You can actually lock yourself from trading. If you have to walk away from the computer and you don't want anyone to be able to do anything in the platform, you can just lock it right here real quick. And then you have your ticker chart where you can add the, ticker tape, where you can add the different symbols to watch while you trade. So if you wanted to, you would add YM. Then as an example for me, I would add YM. Because I trade in Q, then I would throw in Q, and then I'm always curious about crude oil. So I would throw that in there too, just to be able to see, press apply, and it'll be there for you. You can add as many as you want, and it will turn into a real-time ticker tape just running through each individual one. So you have that option there. Next, you can actually pick your favorites here by clicking on the fast track trading emblem and picking which ones you want and don't want. So as an example, I keep charts up. I will keep the watch list up. I will add time and sales. I do not use the dome surface, so I would take this off, but I would add TPO, and then I would add copy trading because I do like using copy trading. From here, I open my first chart. Just click right here. Once you open it, you pick the instrument you want to trade. Anybody who knows me knows I'm going directly to NQ because that's the only thing I do trade. So once in NQ, you click on it. You can either decide to go front month, which I advise because it automatically rolls over the contracts for you, or you can pick the current contract depending on what your preference is. Once you create the chart, you can click right here and decide if you want a time chart, tick chart, Renko, and your different options. For this one, we're going to keep it very basic. I want to do a 15-minute chart, and within the chart itself, I want the data to go back 30 days, at least a month. Once in here, it gives me what I want. Okay, now you have two options. Now you can actually start customizing for what you want. Me personally, I do not use indicators, but if you go on the indicators tab, it shows you all the different indicators that are available for you, and you can pick and decide what you're looking for there. Also, on the little magnifying glass, when you click on it, this actually lets you go to the cluster. Within the cluster, you can actually turn this into a footprint chart, which I'll go in a different video about, but you have the ability to do that here itself. Next, you can go into the settings and customize the chart however you like. First, under view, you have everything you see here. One thing it does ask, do you want to draw it just on this current chart or any chart with the same symbol? So you have the ability to decide if it's just a one chart thing or if you could do it across all the charts that you want to. From here, you scroll down, you can change the crosshair to any color that you like. The grid, you can decide if you want to keep it or not. So it gives you the opportunity to decide on that. Next, on the data style, you can change the colors of the candles if you wanted something different besides the orange and the green that is there. Next, in the time scale, you can actually have it to block out and show you every hour. You can do a minute, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, depending on what you're looking for in your trading style itself, or have none. It's just up to whatever you like. In the price scale, you have all these different options that come in here, and then you can add as an example, the daily high low, the previous settlement, open price, and this will be automatically charted for you every single day. So it takes away the having to look up and see what the information would be for each individual one. It's done for you automatically, and then within it you can change the colors so you know which line is which, and then you can also change the style of line. So right now it's on dash. If I wanted the daily high low to be solid, I can, and then I could change the previous settlement, keep it on dash also, but with a different color. So now I know where everything is here. These little menus and pop-ups you can always open and close, which I'll go into in 1 second. So now this right here is how the basis that I would want all my charts to start with. So all you would do is on these three little lines go down and set as default. So now no matter what kind of chart you open, time chart, tick chart, they will all start the same way with the basics of having these three lines that I want on each individual one. So now going from a 15-minute time chart that I have here with the opening, previous settlement, daily high and low, to go into a tick chart while it loads. When it finishes loading, whether it's that chart itself or if I was to do, as an example now, switch to an hour chart, it would still start off the same way, and it would do this automatically every single day, lining this up for you. Now here on the right side, this is your order entry. You can customize it. If this is taking up too much space in your mind for the charts, you can put it into slim mode, and then within the settings of it, you can change how many contracts are on the buttons here. So if you wanted just to have 1, 2, and just 1, 2, and 5, because to you 10 is not something that you're going to be trading, or you have the account to be able to trade, you can do that. And then when you take it off slim mode, you can see that it's just 1, 2, and 5. But just remember where they're at, and then in slim mode, that's 5, 2, 1, and you can just click on it and change it there. It makes it pretty easy. Or if you do not want to use that type of order entry, you can always click on the mouse trade, and then decide if if it comes here, I want a short to wait for it to be able to take down. So you have the ability to do that there. It makes it very simple for you. It's very interactive. It's easy to figure out. You just gotta know what you're looking for. Same thing with the menu here, which gives you the ability to go through what you would need, whether it's you want to use Fibonacci, you want to use triangles, rectangles, shapes, lines, whatever it might be, you're able to do it there. But not only can you do it there, if you decided that you didn't want to have that menu, you can do it under hotkeys. So you come here to the bottom, scroll down and look what you're looking for, and then you can do hotkeys. As an example, if I want to do Shift A for a horizontal line, I would just click on the chart, Shift A, and then click again, and there it is. So it gives you the ability to do that. You can also have customization within the dome itself. So you can set up the market depth is there, dome's there, time and sales is there. So you have a lot of options. You can have the dome be independent, or you can put it as a tab within these here, depending on how you want to do it, or you can set it up individually. Now I will go into more details on each individual piece of the platform, but for right now, charts, and most importantly, I'm going to go real quickly into the copy trader to explain the best uses for it or best practices to get the most out of it. So once you open the copy trader, first thing you want to do is hit the little plus mark. You can name it whatever you like. I'll just name it FTTNQ as an example. And then from here, you'll pick whichever is of the accounts you want to be the parent. And then you can add the children under. Now I have 20 accounts, so say as an example, I wanted all these to be able to follow, but I did not want 63. I wanted to keep that one on the side in case anything happened, so I can trade an individual account just in case. I would just delete it, and now it will not be copy traded. I would just have these do the same. And then within it, you have two options. You can do multiplier or percentage. I would advise keep multiplier. It's just simpler. What multiplier means is, depending on the number here, is depending how it will copy the parent's sizings trade. So as an example, with 4062, if I was to do one contract, everything's multiplied by 1, everybody would do one contract on all the children accounts. But if I wanted to do one contract on the 62 and I wanted the 64 as an example to do 3 by itself, I can change it so that one will do 3 contracts per one contract on the parent account. But yet the rest of the children, because they're at 1.0, so 1 times 1 is 1, they would only have one contract. So these still follow 100% exactly what I'm doing here, but this one's going to do 3 times the sizing that I'm doing here. You can also set it up for it to follow with different instruments. So you can say that the parent account is going to be following M and Q, but you want the children to trade ES as an example. You can set it up here that these children accounts will follow the trade size and timing, but on ES, which I would actually advise against for now. I would say stick to the same instrument, because you'll start getting little bugs or anything that happens in that way because of a bad trade or a bag fill. There's nothing that can be done there. You're trading different instruments. It can have that happen. So I would advise just to keep everything uniformed on the same instrument to be as safe as possible. Now, once you're done and you save, please make sure that you're not in a trade. If you are in a trade and you go to turn on the copy trader, it will automatically close that trade, whether it's positive or negative. It will just close it at that moment. When you go to turn on the copy trader, you just press run and then press yes. It will do it for you. While you're using it, make sure that it does show working. Once you have finished at the end of the day and no longer are going to be using the copy trader, please make sure you hit stop. And then when you restart the platform in the morning, run it again. If you keep it running after you're done trading and you close the platform, it will make it glitch and you will get what you consider are ghost orders. So just make sure that you do that and you'll have a much better experience with the copy trader itself. And that's it, guys.
Feel free to join our trading community, guys. Our Discord here, where we share our day-to-day P&L and our payouts and trade ideas. Links is in the description. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.